Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken about 7 yards deep. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Is caught by Kirk.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey.
From the gun is Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott, he'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Go, 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here we go. 480.
Prescott on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Going to 53.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
There we go. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah. You don't want nothing.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Mike, 53.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Go to 54, go to 54.
To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Check. Fresno. Hey, kill.
On first down, Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Barkley on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Everybody, it's me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 38. Everybody, kill.
Prescott from the gun. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, kill. I got you, pump. Switch. We're going 47. 26. Here's
Prescott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They start on the ground. Nice. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Hey, here we go. 180. 53. Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Out of the gun. Behind. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out.
I think they've got to look at that play and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's Bartlett. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to have your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Baby, that's baby side. Check three.
This is Michelle on the counter. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Just like that.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Watch the screen.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
nine, check nine. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Alert!
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Single, 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 single. Watch 89, watch 89. Tight end left, tight end left.
Here's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Allen. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On play action, Prescott. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Here we go, 49. Here we go, 47. 53, Mike, 53. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Kicked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
A pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly a big one.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
65.
Prescott down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
22 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now.
Check 53, Mike.
Here go 46. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the
football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try to get this running game going with pace. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 3 down. 36.
Regular.
3rd down, here's Nice. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he's able to get it out of there. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm here all day. Mike's 59.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Rip right. Mike.
They'll go to Barkley again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ricky. Mike, check.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Here we go,
Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide in.
53 at the mic.
Here we go. 47.
Check safety.
26.
They'll run with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That's another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Watch the slant. Mike, 41.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
That's it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen. And he's going to have the hook on the Sutton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point, And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield. But a nice game there for a first down.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a while ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
Check 53. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike.
26.
On first down, Barkley. He'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the run, it's Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. He's tired.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. God keeps moving.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's see what you got.
This is Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Mike's 59. Watch.
Hey, kill!
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Bring it.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Henderson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Let go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Mike, hey. Check 13. Check 13. Alert. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Kirk, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're going to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyus Bowser, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Allen. That's out to his running back, Michelle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. On play action, Allen. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Allen to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Stop. What you got?
To throw is Allen. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Down Michelle. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a second and 14.
Kill. Half. Mike 41. Alert!
Now Allen. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one all over with the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's across across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Like 41. You got to wedge that, huh? Pick me up.
Pass 85, pass 85.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 99. Check 99.
Back to throw. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
All over you. Just got to be patient, baby. Just got to be patient.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Show it up. Show it up. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. A little flare. A little flare. 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 Watch the edge. Check. 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 Check.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.